Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? GhostSickness Tristan here.
It's getting sweaty in here. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Eki or Kendrick, and today, guys, this is gonna be the first time I'm ever gonna have a video on GhostSickness' channel. I simply asked him, I was like, hey man, I see that you upload other people's stories and things like that, maybe want to upload one of mine. And he said, okay man, go and link me a video and I'll tell you what I think. So I linked him one of my newest stories, and he said, okay man, remake the video for my channel and I will go ahead and upload the video. So I'm just kind of like, okay, you're gonna tell me to take time out of my day to retell the story. Like, alright, who do you think you are, man? But anyways, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. So we're gonna talk about probably one of the more graphic stories, I guess, that I kind of have. So 2 years ago, back when I was in 10th grade, there was this girl named Michaela. Now Michaela was known for a few things. She was known for wearing a lot of dresses, and she doesn't wear underwear along with that. She was known for wearing a lot of leggings and yoga pants, short shorts, booty shorts, and she was also known for having her nudes leaked back in 7th grade. Now back in 7th grade, me and her, we were not friends. Back in 7th grade, she barely knew I even existed. But she got her nudes leaked, they went all over the school, and she actually had like the first nudes via cell phone that I have ever seen in my life. And it wasn't really good. I mean, you could see her boobs completely fine, but the angle was weird, the lighting was weird, and she had a bush going on, so you couldn't even see any vagina at all. Like, you couldn't see anything in that picture. So it was a pretty shitty nude that got leaked, but it got leaked everywhere, and she honestly didn't even seem to care. Like, she wasn't worried about it at all, even to this day. Like, she knows a lot of people know what she looks like naked, but she doesn't really seem to care. But fast forward a few years later into 10th grade, me and her, we become pretty good friends. She actually now knows that I exist, and we were actually really good friends. Like, we hung out all the time, we hung out after school, and she even lived in the same neighborhood as me. So she has been over to my house before, I've been over to her house before. But on one day in particular, she was wearing this white dress. Now, you know, it's not really anything like too special, anything like that. It's not like a see-through dress, it was just a normal fucking dress. She was wearing really weird shoes with it though as well. But I ended up hearing from another friend of mine that apparently she was not wearing underwear, that she was literally just basically wearing the dress and shoes, and like that was it. Which obviously ended up sparking my curiosity, because I realized I've seen what this girl's boobs looked like, but I have never actually seen what her vagina looks like. So you know what, I might want to try and sneak a peek of this. So basically, here was my game plan to try and figure this out. I waited until 5th period, because our 5th period class was world history, and we sat basically maybe 5 feet away from each other. We actually ended up getting separated from the same table, because there were a few different people in this class that I talked to a lot, and when we were all sitting at the same table, we basically didn't pay attention at all. So our teacher ended up separating all of us to like different areas of the room, or at least basically the different chairs, because well, a lot of my other friends in the class that were separated across the room from me, she was like 5 feet away from me. So my game plan here was to try and like sneak a peek of her vagina or so, because usually how she ended up sitting was she either sat with her legs crossed or she sat with her legs open. So me being a guy, keep in mind, I wouldn't do this at this age. Now that I'm actually, you know, about 18 years old, now I'm a senior, I could get in a lot more trouble than when I was in 10th grade. But so every now and then I just kind of like sneak down, I kind of look down, act like I'm looking at her, and then I kind of sneak down looking at her legs and shit, and I'm trying to see if I can sneak a peek in. So I've probably been trying to do this now for about 5 minutes or so. There's like 50 minutes left in class, and I'm just like, okay, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna see anything, I just give up. Let's just not worry about this, because especially if she catches me looking, it's gonna be really fucking weird. So I go throughout the rest of class and everything. I want to say maybe 25 minutes goes by or so, and this right here is a my luck kind of thing. Now back on my channel, I talk a lot about how I've been a pretty unlucky dude when it comes to a lot of things. I seem to do the wrong thing at the exact wrong time, to where there's a lot of repercussions for it. With my luck, pretty shitty things happen, but right here was like my luck completely fucking reversed. I go down to my backpack and I go to grab a pencil. You know, I needed a new pencil, I couldn't find where mine had went, so I go down, I try to grab a pencil, and at the same time I look over at Michaela. Now, right as I look over at Michaela, her legs are just coming uncrossed, and I can see straight through, like I see straight to the holy grail that is vagina. So right there, I see her vagina, I was like, ah! And so like I turn around, and I tried to not look for too long, because you know, she probably ended up catching me if she just noticed I was sitting there with my head tilted and me looking down in her leg vicinity. It'd be kind of weird to explain. And so then eventually I go and I, like, after class I go and I tell some of my friends, I'm like, yo dude, like, I saw Michaela's vagina and shit. And they're like, oh my god, like, really, man? Like, was it nice? Was it good? And I was like, yeah dude, yeah, it was pretty damn nice. And so then a lot of my other friends were basically on a mission that day as well to go ahead and see hers as well. So I have no idea if they ever accomplished that mission, but I do know I got to see it. It was pretty fucking fabulous. But thank you, Tristan, for letting me come on the channel. It means a lot to me, dude. If you guys would like to see me come back on this channel anytime soon, go ahead and leave a comment down below and we can make this happen. Anyways, I hope you guys will enjoy today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like below, comment, subscribe. If you have not already, follow me on Twitter in the description below. This has been Kendrick, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, and as always, be kind.